Hello, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, traders and investors. This is Alex from MarketWise Asia. Thank you so much for being here and being on time today. As usual, today it is a Friday evening, the 8th of December 2023. So if you guys can hear me loud and clear, okay, say a hi to me in the comments or in the chat box. Okay, this live stream is broadcasted to both YouTube and also on Facebook as well. So I am friendly, I don't bite. Okay, so say a hi to me in the comments and in the chat. Okay, let Facebook and YouTube algo knows that you are engaging with me. So whenever I post something next time, you'll get notified from both Facebook and also on YouTube. Okay. All right. So let me take a look at the comments first. Okay. So just say a hi to me. Okay. Liking or even say a hi doesn't cost you money. Okay. Just engage with me. Okay. All right. Hi Jimmy, Dave Waylon. Okay. Gilbert Henry, Shah Hadley, JC, Chowkey, SQ, Iris Pei Wen. Okay. Manam. Okay. Kit Jing Xian. Okay. Ing Mark. Okay. JT, Soraf, Kelvin. Okay. Need to subscribe to chat. What's that? I mean X need to subscribe to chat. Oh, okay. You're watching this on Twitter, is it? Okay, just watch on YouTube. Okay, Mary, Philo, William. Okay. Hey, anyway, by the way, how many of you actually watched the Trading Better last week? Okay, last Thursday with me and Jay. Okay, just type me in the comments over here. All right. So before we start, all right, let's just wait for some more people to stream in. Okay, it's just 11:30. Okay, today. Okay, starting only. But I am expecting there will be lesser people for the next 1 or 2 weeks because okay, on my social media feed, I can see a lot of people traveling. So I'm not surprised. Okay, if many people or many of our supporters from MarketWise Asia, okay, are away from Singapore, traveling to one of the favorite destination, okay, in Japan. In fact, I just came back from Japan at the start of November. I went to Japan in November, okay. So last week, I had a Trading Better with Jay. So later during this session, I'll re-emphasize, sometimes, why my trading stock is a bit different from Jay, from some of the stocks that I trade, okay. Later, you'll know why. I'll share with you some case studies as well. And in fact, after last week, Trading Better, the next day, Friday, I went to Bintan, okay, with Bintan for a family getaway. It is more for my parents-in-law, okay, so more for the elderly trip, okay. Of course, we went along also. So actually, Bintan is actually not bad, Bintan. It is not expensive, okay. We booked a 2-room villa with a private pool, okay, with a private pool. The private pool is pretty big, and then I think it's only about 200 plus, or I think less than 250 per adult per night, okay. So total, I think about for 2 nights, I think about 400 or 500, less than that, okay. So yeah, because right now in Singapore, Singapore is getting expensive. You go for a staycation in Singapore, room is small, decent hotel, at least, I don't know, 300 plus per night, okay, not including breakfast for some. So yeah, actually Bintan is actually not bad. It's quite cheap and the room is damn big, okay, with a private villa, okay. Yeah, anyway, just to share with you guys, this is just additional extra. Okay, I think for your next destination, it is not too bad for Bintan. It is worth it. And yeah, actually don't have a lot of malls or foreigners go there. A lot of Singaporeans. So you'll feel very comfortable there. Okay, anyway, let's kickstart this session. MBS, I don't know how much is that, but not cheap. Not cheap. Nowadays, Singapore is not cheap for staycation after we open. Okay, so let me share my screen right now. Okay. So people are starting rolling, but as I mentioned, I expect lesser people today, okay? And for the next 1 to 2 weeks or so. So disclaimer first, whatever I share in this session is just for education purpose, not a recommendation to tell you what to buy or what to sell. So please do your own due diligence. Okay, so let's kickstart this session. So once again, Telegram sharing, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, okay? I have all these social media profiles, so please subscribe to all the various social media channel. And of course, if you're watching this on YouTube, okay, it doesn't cost you any money to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and you will also let YouTube algo knows that you want to watch our video in the future. Okay, so just subscribe to our various social media. I think I just posted something on TikTok. Okay, additional info. Okay, from my seasonal vantage data. So if you want, can just watch what I posted on TikTok. Okay, it'll be interesting and useful to you guys. So once again, I'll post the link in the comments. I think you guys should be able to see lah. Okay, so just post it over here. All right. And this is the trading arena. Okay, so for those who missed it, okay, the replay, it is there. There's no time limit on the replay, so it'll be there forever. Okay, until we bring it down. But so far there's no time limit. So if you miss the trading battle, especially the trading battle between me and Jay Toon, okay, I'll post the link once again in the comments. And once again, seasonal vantage, okay, for those who subscribe, okay, and for those who are interested to subscribe, okay, the January to March data, which is the coming quarter, first quarter, I am in the midst of preparing. So by about mid of December, I should be able to launch it coming soon. So there will be enhanced area, members area will be given a login password, okay, and there'll be more information being shared because nowadays I only share every week on a video only. So once the members area is up, okay, I can share more things, and I'll give you a very special price just for the launch of this members area, and this is a grandfather price, okay, which means that, okay, it'll be only offered one, a no-brainer deal. Okay, so how many of you are interested in this? Just type me in the comments over here. Okay, yeah, so and of course, a lot of people are asking me, okay, hey, Alex, I've been purchasing a report for how many consecutive quarters already, okay, can I just, do a recurring one? So yes, this will be a recurring kind of a membership every quarter, not every month, every quarter. Okay, just pay once every quarter, and that's it. Okay, and this will be a no-brainer one. No-brainer already. This is only one time going to offer, but anyway, not important now. I will share with you later. Okay, yeah, there'll be more information for this later. And let's kick start. Okay, so next week, important economic data over here. Once again, from Forex Factory over here, I'll post this link in the comments over here. Okay, so this is the week. Let me try to enlarge the screen so that you can see better over here. Okay, so this is for next coming week. Okay, of course, I think there are basically the two more important ones is the CPI, basically the inflation data. It is coming out on Tuesday, 9:30 p.m. Singapore time. Should be 9:30 p.m. Singapore time. Okay, and then yes, okay, 9:30. This is Singapore time. So the inflation data is going to be out. I don't know why there's no forecast over here, but anyway, I think it is, the inflation data is not that crucial now, as I mentioned. I think for the past 1 or 2 weeks already. For the past, I think last session also I mentioned before. Okay, not that important. Inflation is coming down. Just see how low it can go. Okay, and then on Wednesday midnight, there's in Singapore time, Thursday at 3 a.m. there's this FOMC meeting where, of course, Jerome Powell will discuss, how's the inflation doing, whether Fed will decide to cut the interest rate. But of course, I don't think they will say outright they will cut interest rate okay, soon. Okay, they won't say that. They will always, I think that they'll always maintain the stance that they might hike interest rate if, okay, the situation say so. For example, they see that there's some inflation is creeping up and such. But I think, okay, I think on the back of our mind, we know that most likely the interest rate hike has plateaued already. So the interest rate hike is going to be stopped plateauing at about 5.25 to 5.5%, and the market is actually factoring in that the Fed will actually cut interest rate, okay, next year. Okay, so these are the two important economic data that is coming out next week. So do take note of that on Tuesday, and on Wednesday midnight, there's Singapore time Thursday. Okay, Thursday morning, early morning over here. So this is the one, the CPI, the FOMC meeting, and as I mentioned, right, the potential first rate cut. Okay. So for this coming Thursday, I think that there will be no surprises. So this is the percentage, okay, the percentage, okay, that the probability. So right now, the current rate is 5.25 to 5.5%. So most study remains unchanged, all right? So remain unchanged, 98 to 99% that remains the same, okay? And if you realize, if you head into the 31st January, that is January next year, try to see, can reduce or not. Okay, so same, there's no rate hike, as in the interest rate remains the same, okay, all right, and it is only, you can see that the only change, okay, that there's a higher possibility that the Fed, okay, might reduce the interest rate, okay, it is in March next year, okay, where there's a around 50% chance, it's quite high, 50% chance, okay, that the interest rate, they will drop 0.25%. So from 5.25, okay, to 5%. Okay, so about 50% chance, 50-50, 47.4, 48.8, about 50-50, okay? So if you understand what I'm trying to say on this thing about this rate hike and the reduced interest rate one, just type yes in the comments, okay? And to be very honest, okay, I actually prefer the Fed not to reduce the interest rate now, okay? Not to reduce the interest rate, okay? Because if you have been following my live stream, okay, I mentioned that for the past history, okay, I won't show back the chart again. Once the Fed pivot, okay, a lot of times, okay, the market will tends to have a correction or crash subsequently, okay. So to me is that I would prefer they stay plateau, okay, which means that, okay, let's say for example the Fed really okay reduce, okay, the interest rate, okay, pivot the interest rate in March, right? There is a very likely chance that, okay, next year might not be so good. After that, not immediately, could be there's a delay a few months or so, which means that the market can start to tank subsequently after March. Okay, all right. So if you understand what I'm trying to say, just type yes in the comments. Only a few answered yes. Engage with me, entertain me a little bit. You know, one person talking to the screen can be quite a little bit boring. All right, just say type yes in the comments if you understand what I'm trying to say for all this, okay? So for me personally, I don't really want it to reduce the hike, the interest rate, okay? Stay put is fine, stay put is fine. So I think there are some people say that, hey, you know, this could be the last burst of the rally. I don't know, but we shall see how it goes. But for me personally, I think I'm get a little bit too carried away, okay? I think for now, at least until the end of the year, okay, the market should be pretty okay lah. Okay, there won't be any sudden crash or so. I think okay. So I think the market until now, okay, should be fine. January, February, I think should be fine also. Until okay, the Fed really reduce interest rate, then we might get a little bit more concerned. So maybe, you know, until December, January, I think the market it is still fine. So if you understand what I'm trying to say, okay, okay, understand, just type F-I-N-E, fine, okay? And or just type the letter F in the comments. Okay, let me just continue over here. So let me have a recap on what did I mention not last week, the last Facebook Live, that is about 2 weeks ago, okay? How many of you actually remember what I said 2 weeks ago? I think most of you might not remember, maybe forget already. Okay, I'll just do a very quick recap. So I talked about the potential star reversal signal. I mentioned about the small cap versus the big cap. I said that, you know, there's a, I think that the small cap will outperform, okay, the big cap, which is yes, right now the small cap, okay, the smaller stocks has been outperforming the bigger stock, the mega stocks right now, and talking about the high market breadth and also the metals, which is like the gold, silver, gold miners, silver miners, and such. So let's go recap what did I mention last week. Okay, so last week I mentioned about this star signal reversal. Actually, in fact, you know, if you look at the futures market, it's up 1.24%. I think it's not right now. Okay, you need to click on the adjusted one. Okay, I think there's some contract change or so soon. Okay, I think on the 15th. I don't know what happened to the trading view data, but the actual right now the S&P is only up about 0.15%. Okay, not the ES is up 1.26%. The futures are. Anyway, I think this is the adjusted price already. So I mentioned, I think about 2 weeks ago, there is a potential star reversal signal. Nasdaq also a potential star reversal signal over here. So yes, actually, the star potential signal, reversal signal, it does work. It's just that the market, it is still very robust. Okay, it is still very strong. It did not really corrected a lot. Okay, it didn't have a very steep correction. Okay, as I mentioned, the market is robust, and I also mentioned that this star potential reversal signal does not tells you the magnitude. So I have no idea whether the market will do like that, come down a lot, or just a little bit shallow pullback. I don't know. But if you look at the S&P 500, okay, the market, it is actually ranging and doing a consolidation. Actually, right now, today, it is still consolidating. So it's stuck within this range about 4650. Oops, about there. All right, and this range over here, 4,600 area. So it's still consolidating. So for the S&P 500, it is consolidating pullback, okay, through time, T-I-M-E, time, which is also tells me from the price action perspective that the market, it is really strong, okay. It does not have a pullback. So normally the pullback is correction through price, where the market will come down, price coming down. But for this, it is a correction through time. The market just, hovering there, not going down. Okay, this is also kind of correction also. All right, correction. For the Nasdaq, the correction, it is more obvious. There's some correction pullback, but it's a very shallow pullback. Okay, for the Dow, it is still very strong. The pullback is it's just like another bull flag like that. Okay, and then for the Russell 2000, today seems like heading much higher again. So the correction, it is very, very mild. Okay, it's very mild over here. All right, and I say that the small cap versus the big cap over here. So I use the IWM. This is the Russell 2000 over the SPY. Okay, so this is a ratio IWM, which is the Russell 2000 small cap over the SPY. So when I first mentioned, right, I think 2 weeks ago, it was somewhere around here. Okay, somewhere around here. All right. If okay, this ratio chart is going higher, which means that the IWM, it is outperforming the big cap, which means the S&P 500. All these are big cap, mid cap, and also and such a big cap, mega cap. Okay, so right now you can see that the Russell 2000, the smaller cap, it is in fact really outperforming the S&P 500. Okay, if you don't want to use this, you want to use the RSP, equal weight S&P 500. Okay, the result will yield very similar result. So this is like the RSP, equal weight S&P versus SPY, very similar also. You can see that it is the same. Okay, the so-called mid cap, all these are outperforming the mega cap, the big cap also. If everything okay so far, okay, just type okay in the comments. Just type okay in the comments. So this is so far is true now. It is true now. The small cap, it is outperforming the big cap over here. Market breadth, okay, last week no change. Okay, so the market breadth short term wise, it is still at a high. Market breadth, it is still at a high. So for those who are new to MarketWise Asia, all right, this is the link I always share. You can use this to watch the market breadth. The market breadth basically is essentially using the stocks above the 20-day, 50 days, 200 days MA. Right, from this stock chart, okay, you can see that the graph for short-term wise, it is still relatively at a high over here. So that's why, okay, I mentioned to my seasonal vantage insiders that I am more of a defensive mode. Okay, I don't want you guys to be so aggressive buying stocks. Okay, and if you're talking about buying indices, I think the upside, it is not there. Okay, it could continue to go higher, but let's stay defensive. Don't be so greedy that thinking that the market can go a lot higher. Okay, even if you really want to go buy or go long, okay, it is better, your stock selection, it is more important, because I feel that the indices is not much potential left really. So now again, for the percentage of stocks above the 50-day EMA, okay, we are still relatively at a high level over here. Okay, So there's a potential chance that the market can still come down, okay? Can still come down next week or so, all right? And then, yeah, okay, can? All right, so this is the metals, okay? When I first mentioned, I said, hey, you can take a look at the metals, okay? So you can see that the metals, okay, not too bad, based on seasonals also, the gold, okay, gold, all right, gold, I mentioned that was about 24th of November over here, 24th of November over here, this one, vertical. Since then, the gold has chunked a lot higher. On this day, it went bombastic. Okay, there's a very huge rally up over here. Okay, if you are going for a swing trade, okay, that should be a very good profit for you, okay. But right now, it is not unexpected, okay, that gold it is coming down. I'll share with you more later, okay. So, but I did not enter into gold because there is no trigger for me to enter, okay. I don't really like to chase, so I didn't enter into gold. So for those who actually watch the trading better, I talk about the wash and rinse pattern. There's no trigger, okay. I don't know about some of you, okay. You might have a different setup, or you might have a different trigger entry. You might enter into gold, okay. If you enter, okay, congrats, okay. All right, but I didn't enter. But I'm still watching gold, the metals minor right now. So I will share with you later, okay, on the seasonals as well, and when you should be watching on the gold, okay, can? All right, so this is the things that I recap over here, and the case study, okay, just want to let you know for those who are new to seasonal Vantage Insiders, okay, case study, okay, let me 2 weeks ago, there's only one stock that I mentioned. Once again, since I think 2 weeks ago, the market has been climbing up, the market breadth is at a high. Okay, I told my seasonal Vantage Insiders that, hey, I actually, a lot of stocks has already ran up. I don't really want to chase and not much trigger for me to enter. So there's only one stock that fulfill my potential entry. That is actually EXR. Okay, EXR. How many of you actually enter EXR for those seasonal Vantage Insiders? If you enter into EXR, just type EXR in the comments. Okay, I enter lah. Okay. I'm not sure how many of you entered over here. Or Mary already entered EXR. Fantastic. Okay. So EXR, why? Okay, why? So let me just share with you certain things. Okay. So this video was done on the over here. Can you see that this every Monday I will send this market updates video to the seasonal Vantage Insiders. Okay, over here, 27th of November over here, 27th of November. So can you see that this is the extra space storage. This comes the difference between me and Jay. So if you remember the trading battle, right, the debate, right, Jay actually mentioned that he doesn't really trade the real estate sectors and also the real estate stocks. Okay, for me, this extra space storage is actually a REIT, okay, real estate investment trust. Of course, if you are Singaporean, most likely you heard of REITs, okay. Most people, when they hear REITs, right, they think about, investing in REITs, okay, getting the dividends and such. So for me, it doesn't matter, okay, because I'm gunning for a swing trade. Swing trade meaning they're holding for a few days to at most a few weeks that kind. So as long as there's potential price movement, okay, I will just go in. Okay, so this is one of the key difference. I actually traded this REIT as well. So when I first mentioned, right, the price action is like this over here. Okay, it's coming down. There's a pullback. This is my setup. There is a pullback over here. I was talking that, hey, there is a potential wash and rinse pattern where this is the closing price, close below the prior day low. Okay, let's see what the price, okay, can reverse back up, okay, and close above 127.56 over here. All right, so let's go to remember this was on the 27th of November. There is no hindsight. I have absolutely no idea what the stocks is going to do. I have no idea what the stock is going to do, but I just said, hey, potentially, seasonally wise, we are in a favorable period for this extra space storage, and there's a pullback, okay. And let's see, okay, so this is the EXR. This is extra space storage over here. Can you see this is exactly the same stock over here? Can you see? So price, this is the wash bar over here. 127.56 over here. And then price for the next 3 days, price cannot break above the wash line. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day. Okay, no action taken. No action taken. So it's only on this day, price close above the wash line over here. So it is on this day that I enter into EXR. Okay, all right, and then I take profit on this day over here, which is which day? Which is on Monday. I take a profit, but it's still grinding higher, but for me, it doesn't matter. Okay, I'm not gunning for those risk reward 2 times, 3 times, 4 times. I'm not gunning there. As long as there's 1.5 to 2 times, I'm happy, because every single week there's potential trade ideas to trade based on seasonal data. All right, there's seasonal data. Okay, so for this, okay, I've already exited. So this is one of the case study. Okay, so every week I will share with my seasonal advantage insiders what are the coming week things that to watch out for. So for this week, there's also stocks to watch out for, and it's one of them is moving not too badly. Okay, not too bad. I won't mention maybe next week that I mention, because it is still in process. Okay, I'll only mention it for the seasonal advantage insiders lah. Okay, Ken. All right, so this is the case study over here, and then just to share with you, center rally. Okay, and right now your key question is, okay, how to trade now? Is the market going to rally, or is there a pullback? Okay, as I mentioned, market breadth, it is still at a high. There's still a potential that the market can still have some pullback. Okay, in next week or so, or continue to be range bound, ranging, choppy, that kind of. Okay, because okay, for the month of December, seasonally, okay, the center rally tends to come later December over here. So this is what I mean by later December over here. Okay, so right now we are still haven't heading into the mid of December. So you can see that based on seasonal data from 1950 to 2022, okay, the seasonal wise, right, the market tend to be not so good, okay, for the first half of the month. It's only until mid-month, until to Christmas, until to end of the year, okay, the market tends to rally higher. Okay, all right, so if you understand on this, okay, just type December in the comments, DEC, December, in the comments over here. So yeah, so for those who just joined, right, I mentioned about this seasonal advantage insiders over here. Okay, I'm not going to sell to you now, because I'm not prepared yet. So as I mentioned, coming soon there'll be a members area where, okay, I will share more stuff and to you guys. Okay, right now there's only a weekly video, but with the members area, I'll share with you a lot more stuff, and I'll give you a grandfather price, meaning that a one price, because only a one price that is how to say, yeah, only one price lah. Okay, as in there is only this special price only for this time. Yeah, the special price only for this time. Other than that, no more in the future already. This is the no-brainer price. So if you're interested, okay, just continue to follow MarketWise Asia, especially my Facebook Live and YouTube stream. Okay, Ken? So I think today can be quite fast, 31 minutes. I think I speak quite fast today. Yeah, okay, indices. Okay, indices are key level right now. Indices key level. This is something that I think you guys are more interested to look at, right? So indices level. Oh, this is the S&P 500 range bound, just like I mentioned, right? So of course, I think that right now it is quite pretty clear cut that where the market can go down. Okay, so right now we are range bound. Okay, so the next movement up will be somewhere around here really. If the market can really go higher, okay, near about 4720 around there lah. Or you can see that the whole area is there already. The previous swing high over here, the previous swing high over here is about there lah, 4720. So if the market can really go higher, okay, in December, this is the area that I want to watch. Okay, 4720, about there. Okay, don't tell me that, hey, Alex say 4720, very specific number is around that region. Okay, if the market can really go higher, about there. Okay, so type 4720 in the comments over here. Okay, all right, so this is about there over here. And Nasdaq, it is pretty near to the swing high again really. Okay, so again, the swing high level, it is near about 16470. Okay, 16470. Let's clear this then say later lah. Okay, it's about there. Okay, for the next coming 1 week or 2 weeks or so, let's say price can clear this level of 470. Of course, the key thing S&P is 4720 based on the futures price, based on the futures price adjusted price over here. Okay, can. Okay, and yeah, nothing much to talk about that because the market is still really pretty strong. But again, as I mentioned, I feel that the indices, the market breadth is at a high lah. So don't be so greedy. Don't be so greedy. If you really want, okay, you need to be more selective in certain stocks, individual stock picking. You find those that is a bit laggy, okay, doesn't really so much. There's still potential to run higher, okay, based on seasonal data and such, okay. All right, Ken. And why futures and actual index? The futures price is the spot in the index, actual index is based on spot price, cash price. So there's always the difference between the futures price and the cash price. Something somewhere similar, but not a lot, but it's a bit different because different month got different price, okay. There's a contango and such, but I won't go into that, but there is a little bit of difference, but not a lot, okay. But I tend to use the futures price because the future price, I can see the volume. I can see the volume. If you want to use the spot price, the cash index, like the S&P 500 over here, the cash index, okay, it is fine as well. Okay, Ken? All right. Any comments why yen appreciate and all yen pairs drop so much? I think there is some news coming out, right? The yen, that the Japanese central bank is trying to control the yen or something similar, okay. All right, something similar. There's some news coming out, so that is why, okay, the yen actually appreciate. Anyway, okay, it is time for the yen to appreciate that because it cannot just continue to depreciate with no correction based on a technical point of view. Since I'm into this right now, so let's take the SGD versus yen, okay? Because I just been to Japan. How many of you have been to Japan recently or going to go soon? If you are going to go, just type JPN in the comments. Japan, okay, Japan, okay. All right. So ever since the start of this year, the Sing dollars just appreciate, or we can say that the Japanese yen depreciate. So just all the way over here. Okay. This is the daily chart from Sing yen, Japanese yen. Okay. You can see that it is pretty perfect, very perfect uptrend, supported at the CPR, supported at 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 CPR, has been supported at CPR, and of course right now price has broken below the central pivot range, okay, and now it's below the cloud. So based on the daily time frame, the momentum is weakening, which means that there's potential that the yen might continue to appreciate. So if you really going to Japan, maybe until the end of the year or January onwards, it might be a good time for you to change to some yen because there is a potential chance that the Sing dollar versus yen might continue to go down. But again, this is perfectly normal over here because you need a pullback, okay. You need a pullback, okay. If you look at the weekly time frame, you can see what I'm trying to say. Weekly time frame, I do a naked chart over here. Overall, okay, the Sing dollar yen, okay, it is still in an uptrend over here, okay. But can you see that it is okay? Maybe I use this cloud plus CPR, okay, and then I remove the central pivot range over here, okay. Can you see that you need a pullback, okay? Surge up, there's a surge up, okay. There is a pullback over here, a weekly time frame pullback, normal. This is normal, okay. You cannot expect it to surge all the way, okay. And then right now there's another huge rally, impulsive move, and it's very far away from the cloud support, okay. You need a pullback, so it is perfectly normal that price can come down lower within the next few weeks or so, okay. All right, if you understand what I'm trying to say, okay, on this Japanese yen pair, just type letter J in the comments. It is perfectly normal. But overall, based on a longer term time frame, we are the Sing Yen, it is still in an uptrend, but midterm wise, there could be a weakness in SGD or the Japanese yen could appreciate. Ken, are you getting value from the session so far, especially on impromptu a chat on the Sing Yen? So if you are again, if you intend to go to Japan late December, haven't changed to yen or going to Jan, I think it might be a good time for you to change yen now. Okay, this is just my opinion. Okay, of course, subsequently it can just go up like that lah. But I think it is perfectly normal for the Sing Yen to come down a bit lower. Perfectly normal. Okay, Ken? And the sectors, industry, and commodities to watch. Okay, for me personally, okay, I'm watching the finance sector, semicon, and the metals and miners. All right, I won't mention the exact date. Okay, so for financial, generally it is the XLF, the ETF sector. The semicon, it is SMH. Okay, metals can be gold or gold, or the miners are like GDX. Okay, the ETF over here. Okay, so typically for like XLF finance sector over here. Okay, right now can see that it is still pretty strong. It is strong. Okay, it is strong. Okay, typically the financial sector, I'm just picking up individual sector industry. Typically the finance sector, okay, in the mid of December, things will start to pick up again, and the finance sector will rally until the end of the year, typically. Okay, I won't tell you the exact date, but around there, 14, 15 December onwards. This is based on seasonal data over here. Okay, seasonal data over here. It doesn't mean that I need to repeat. Doesn't mean that you repeat again, but based on the past historical record. Okay, I think for the past, I don't know, I forget already, I need to check data. For the past 10 or 12 years, it has been like that. Okay, for the semicon, which is a tech subset of tech. Okay, all right, again, same, mid-December, okay, it will tend to go higher. Okay, but right now you can see they're starting to go a bit higher already. Here, I won't chase right now. And for the gold right now, okay, gold, let's take the gold futures as one example over here. Gold, I'll take the gold futures, gold, okay. So right now, until the mid of December, okay, the pullback here, it is normal. So until the mid of December, there's still maybe another week or so. So for gold, I'm not surprised if price can continue to go lower a little bit, okay, until the mid of December, okay, then I'll be looking for opportunity to go long to buy gold again. Once again, I need to do a disclaimer. It doesn't mean that every single year is going to be repeat like that, but okay, based on seasonal data, okay, the favorable period, okay, it is mid of December onwards. Okay, once again, I won't tell you the specific date, but about there. Okay, all right, we will see how it goes over here. Okay, if you want to know more of all these insights, okay, of course, I will share it with my seasonal vantage insiders. As I mentioned, okay, this is going to be a no-brainer price when I launch it, maybe in mid-December or late December. Okay, Ken? All right. Home builders, yes, home builders. Tiger Beer, are you inside SMH or are you inside the seasonal vantage insiders? Are you part of SVI or not? Okay, all right. I think I mentioned about ITB also. So they are also doing favorable period right now for ITB, the home builder ETF. All right. I think I have come to the end of what I need to mention for this week over here. Fantastic. Only for the 2 minutes over here. I think today I speak quite fast because I want to cover a lot of things over here. So I can slowly go through some of the questions over here. So Alex, if you have the time, okay, can you share your view on Hong Kong? Ready to turn. So Hong Kong, CK, what do you think? Okay, so let me share with you my. I think you attended my Facebook Live before, right? Okay, I think I mentioned before also, right? So for the Hong Kong, right? So Hong Kong, let me go to my presentation. I mean, find a presentation. Give me a while. Give me a 1 minute or so. We are presentation over here. This is the unlocking the secrets to. Okay, you guys can see the chart over here, right? Not chart, I think. The presentation slide over here, right? So this was mentioned during Summit Booster, the face-to-face session that time on 19th October. I think I mentioned before, okay, Hong Kong, okay, Hong Kong, all right. So right now, okay, I mentioned about semicon, it worked out gold, okay, until the end of the year until 22nd of January. But as I mentioned, okay, typically in mid-December, it tends to go higher again. Okay, all right. Hong Kong, I think I mentioned before already, Hong Kong. So far, Hong Kong, okay, coming soon, okay. Seasonal wise, the favorable period, it is 21st December to 19th of January. So about 2 more weeks or so, 1 or 2 weeks or so, you can start to look into Hong Kong, okay. All right, so right now for HSI Hong Kong, okay, HSI, use that as a proxy. You can see that the Hang Seng Index, okay, is quite weak, okay, it is quite weak, okay. So initially I thought that, hey, the market can turn from here, but it didn't, okay. But of course, I also did not enter because I say already potentially, but I'm looking at the favorable period, then I enter, which is 21st December. So looking for that to enter. I'll be looking for the opportunity and the trigger to enter about that. Okay. If you understand on this, just like Hong Kong HK in the comments. Don't be kanchong now. Wait for it. Be patient. Okay. Every single week there'll be opportunity to trade one for my SVI seasonal party insiders. Wait for it. By the time, wait for it. Okay. Can? Any other question? Okay, I think King Joe is asking about BTC and ETH trend. Okay, BTC, ETH, I also mentioned before. Okay, it tends to move in alignment with the equities market, okay, and also seasonal data wise, is not too bad in November and December. Okay, for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, so for Bitcoin, okay, it has been heading higher. Okay, a lot more than what I anticipated over here. Okay, so for those who have been following me, okay, you should know that I entered at about here, okay, around here, less than 30K. I caught it here, move until it exited. Okay, this is based on the institutional trade, okay, and it go a bit higher. Okay, you say that, hey, sayang, it went up a lot higher. I can take a lot more profit, but it is okay. Okay, we can't take all the profit. But again, can it go up? It can, okay. But I won't be chasing the Bitcoin right now. Okay, I won't be chasing. Okay, I think I mentioned 2 weeks ago. I think some people ask me again. I said that there's no reason for you to short Bitcoin right now. First of all, clear cut uptrend. Okay, above cloud, above central pivot range over here. I mentioned that no change in my view at all. Okay, and if you added the yearly pivot, okay, we are also above the yearly pivot, the black lines over here. Can you see that when it is below the black line, the yearly pivot, it is in a downtrend. Above that, it is in an uptrend. Okay, of course, in an uptrend, you also need to decide when to enter. Okay, cannot just blindly just chase and enter. So for me, even though it is in an uptrend right now, I won't be buying or chasing Bitcoin, Ethereum now. So I'll prefer price, to come down, have some pullback. Then I'll be looking for the opportunity to buy again. Okay, all right. So Darius is asking, right? If the market stay this elevated without dropping, then we should not buy, even though rarely say price can go up. Again, Darius, it depends on what you are buying. Okay, so for the seasonal advantage insiders, okay, every week I will look at some certain stocks. There are certain stocks that have not ran up yet. Okay, I'll be looking at some of these stocks. Okay, yeah. So there's still things to buy. It's just that you need to be more selective. Of course, if you're talking about indices, then most likely I won't be looking to buy indices like, for example, QQQ, SPY and such. I will be looking to aggressively buy it is not my style to chase. As I mentioned during the trading arena, okay, market is going up. Okay, I need a pullback. Okay, I need a pullback. This is the pullback I need. Can be a 2 or 3 days, can be a 1 week pullback. I need a pullback. So right now, there isn't much pullback. Okay, and there's no trigger. So I'll be looking more for individual stock to buy. Okay, not the indices. So Deva say use Christmas rally to exit. Yes, you can if you're holding on to some stocks, if they are good profits. Okay, remember to take some profit off the table, or throw your stop. Okay, shift your stop loss higher so that you won't make your profitable trade and turn into a losing trade. Okay, Ken, any other questions so far? Okay, by the way, how many of you? Okay, by the way, okay, I know that I mentioned that here. Okay, I said that I've been diving into the SV data over here, and quite a number of you say you're interested. Okay, these are the SV members, and this is just minority. There's a lot more SV members inside. Okay, maybe some of them are too shy. So for those who are new, okay, how many are interested to the seasonal advantage insiders? Just type SV in the comments, or you have not subscribe to SV, but you are keen. So can you see that every week I show you some of the case study that the members, insiders have been trading. It's not too bad, right? Okay, not too bad, right? Okay, all right. How is the US indices seasonality immediate past New Year and past neutral? Okay, it is going higher, but not as bullish as in November, December. So January and February, choppy, neutral. Okay, March is the time where you need to be more careful, where the market tends to seasonally tends to have a correction. January, February, choppy, neutral. Okay, Ken? All right. I just came here. I'm already a member. Okay, so far not too bad. Okay, again, I think next year will be a more challenging year to trade. So that's why I really feel that you need the seasonal advantage data to give you an edge. All right, I won't repeat the thing because I already mentioned during trading arena that there is an edge in using seasonality data over here. Okay, and this Albert Molatadi, okay, this is spam over here. Go fuck off, go fuck yourself over here. Okay, I'll just block the user. Okay, and I'll delete him. Yeah, oops, delete the comments. Yes, okay, all right. Ken, okay, any other question? Any other question? I think still within 1 hour. Okay, fantastic. Any other question? All right. So Wayne, I already mentioned about the Bitcoin related stocks. Okay, typically there's a correlated one. If Bitcoin go up, the Ethereum go up, the related stock like Coinbase will also go up one. Okay, you can see that it's the same. It's correlated. Okay, Ken, all right. How to determine which candle low to be the wash line? You watch okay, I'll just use back the EXR as an example, extra space storage over here. Anyway, JT, I mean that, I think previously, Vinny did a wash and rinse trigger session with you guys, right? I think I posted, and there's also replay. You can watch that replay. Okay, so I use EXR. How to determine which candle low to be the wash line? The previous bar over here. Okay, so let's say, for example, for EXR over here. Okay, can you see that? Let's assume this has not happened. Okay, we don't know this has happened. Okay, we cancel that. So the market, it is like that. Okay, it is like that. Okay, can you see that? This is the bar where price closed lower than the prior day low. okay, then this become the wash line. Okay, then this become a wash line. And subsequently, price continue to go lower. Then you have to watch out, is there any candle where price close lower than the prior day low? And then next day, okay, on this bar over here, you can see that the closing price is here, price close below the prior day low. So the prior day low, this one become the wash line. This one become the wash line. So for EXR, extra space storage that I mentioned, okay, favorable period, we see whether the price can close above the wash line. And if it can close and stay above the wash line, then I'll be interested to take a look at the stocks or go into the stock. This is the time where I enter into EXR. Can? All right. Fully recharge vacation. It's really I feel okay lah. Anyway, I'm going for another vacation. I think next week. Going to Batam with my secondary school friend. It's just a 2-day 1-night. It has been a long time since I went with my buddies lah. So this is take this time another short 2-day 1-night vacation. Batam only lah with my friend. All right, yeah. So Darius, is next year more challenging due to interest rate drop or other factors as well? Last year everybody said this year is supposed to be more challenging. So next year is even worse. Good question. Okay. Last year more challenging. Can you see that? Okay, the market always tend to extrapolate into the future. Okay, like last year 2022, when the market is not doing well, people tend to extrapolate into 2023 this year. Okay, and think that this is going to do well as well. But you know, if you realize if you are trading the market for a long time, you know that when the previous year it is extremely bad, the following year, okay, tends to be a good year, okay, or a neutral year. Okay, if this year, current year is very good, okay, typically the next year tend to be more challenging year. So this year, the market, it is fantastically well. So that's why I say that next year, the people tend to extrapolate that, hey, the market can continue to do well. So, you know, hold your horses, okay, to be so bullish, okay. Yeah, the market could be challenging, okay. But as I mentioned, until January or February, I think the market is still okay lah. Maybe worry, maybe during late February or March when the Fed, okay, start to reduce the interest rate, then we start to see how to trade the market, okay. But as I mentioned, I'm not a so long trader. I'm not a long-term investor. So we take one step at a time, okay. When the times come, then we see how it goes, okay. So within the next December, January, February, there's still a lot of opportunity to trade, okay. All right. Alex, winning too much from trading can have so many. As I mentioned, right, Bintan and Batam are not expensive. You also can go one. really, okay. Japan also pretty cheap. Yeah, can, okay. Yeah, it's not that I win too much, but this year has been a good year for me. But if you're talking about internal trading, has been a pretty good year for me. Okay, all right. Is the seasonal advantage data subscription quarterly? Yes, quarterly. So I won't mention the price first, but it's gonna be a no-brainer price. Okay, it is the lowest price that I will ever send to you guys, let you know, okay, for this coming quarter, because this is the first time I'm launching into a member site, okay, and this will be a no-brainer price. After that, okay, it's a lot higher already, okay. All right, the usual price the usual price is 179, okay, Sing dollar lah, okay, but you will get a no-brainer price. I won't mention it now lah, okay. I will let you know when the times come. Keep you guys in suspense. But it's going to be a no-brainer price, okay. Every quarter. Okay, some people eat Hai Di Lao also 179 already lah, okay, per restaurant, okay, per meal, okay. As I mentioned, some people eat one Hai Di Lao meal also 179 already. This is per quarter. Even if you go by a normal recurring price, quarterly price, it is still cheap. Okay, Ken, any other questions so far? Okay, before I end the day, I'll give you guys 1 to 2 minutes. If you have a question, just write it in. Just put in the comments. Okay, I might have missed the question. So if you think that I did not answer your question, you can type in again in the comments or in the chat. Or in the chat. Okay, so right now, let's see the market right now. The market today is still bullish, not too bad. Can you see that today when the data actually came in over here, the non-farm payroll, before that, okay, it was actually negative. After the non-farm payroll, the market started to rebound higher. And right now, the market, it is still in the positive territory over here. Okay, all right. So I think if there is no question, I don't see any question. Okay, if you enjoy the sharing today, okay, if you find value, just type value in the comments. Once again, I appreciate your comments and give me a like. Okay, liking is free, doesn't cost you money, but it really, help to let other people know MarketWise Asia as well, or you want to let the algo know that you see more MarketWise content in the future. Okay, so just a very quick recap over here. Okay, the center rally tends to come in after mid-December. Okay, all right. No, Christina, it is not a one time. It is the same. Okay, it is the same. Okay, it is every quarter. It is just like what you've been paying every quarter. Right now, you're paying every quarter, So for that, it is also every quarter. It is not a one-time payment. Cannot be one-time payment. I have to send to you guys the data every quarter, right? Yeah, cannot be one-time payment. Yeah. Okay. All right. So sectors, industry and commodities to watch. All right. Finance, XLF, semicon, SMH, metals, metal miners, gold. This is GDX, sorry, GDX. Typically, after the mid of December, the market tends to go higher. But of course, I'm going to repeat, it doesn't mean that it's going to repeat exactly like it is every single year. But we can see whether there's opportunity for us to go long or any opportunity for us to go into trigger. Okay? Can? So, so little value. So if you find value, hey, got more than 150 people in the chat room there. Just type letter V in the comments. Okay? Can? I think with that, thank you so much. Okay, I will see you guys next week. Okay, all right. So with that, have a good weekend. Enjoy your holiday, leave, or vacation if you're going overseas. And I will see you guys again next week. Thank you so much. Good night and 晚安. Bye bye.